Hello Aquarius, this is Joe and I'm going to do your August 2020 Tarot and Spirit Guided Message. This is an intuitive reading, so what that means is it can't be for everybody. It just is impossible. So if it's not for you, that's okay. There's always another message on another day that might be better suited for you. But I do rely on the cards to speak to me in spirit to inspire a message that somebody needs to hear. And so with that, we're going to kind of pull some tarot cards, do some oracle cards, and see what is going on for you in the month of August. So Aquarius, you know, you're the last of my general kind of spirit tarot readings. And, you know, I've been really struggling with an Aquarius in my life. I don't like to get too personal, but it happens to be a child of mine. And the sign of Aquarius is so incredibly interesting because they're so mysterious. And, you know, just trying to figure that out, the whole thought process of an Aquarius is very intriguing. So I say that in a compliment or a complimentary kind of way because the sign of Aquarius is generally so unique and different, marches to the beat of their own drum. And you know, when you have a child that's an Aquarius, it can sometimes be frustrating trying to figure them out, but they are deep, amazing, wonderful thinkers. So Aquarius, you have judgment at the center of everything for you in the month of August. So I think this is, to me, is like about an awakening, or waking up, or being inspired to something. Maybe that isn't a part of what you had planned out for yourself. So we're gonna see, we're gonna explore this. King of Swords in your recent past. And moving into the Knight of Wands. Eight of Cups. Very interesting. The Emperor. Your challenge is going to be the Nine of Pentacles. I almost feel like the Nine of Pentacles, as soon as I pulled this, I felt like this very Adam and Eve-ish kind of feeling. Like there's some temptation or something. I don't know. We're gonna explore this, but that just kind of really jumped out at me. Nine of Swords. Page of Swords, Five of Cups. You know, it's kind of interesting how this comes out in this spot here, the Five of Cups, because this is being afraid of a repetitive disappointment to me. Five of Pentacles. And the Tower. Woo, Aquarius. Everything that you thought was built on solid ground or a solid foundation, and I mean this in an internal kind of way, not in a literal kind of way. I don't mean your life falling apart or your life kind of coming unglued, but everything you thought that you had figured out in your mind is being on firm ground or a solid foundation, really probably wasn't what you thought it would be. I feel like there's this feeling of something has got to crumble in the way you're looking or thinking about something. So something has to change, because that change to me is almost about an initiation into something else. So I see the Judgment card here, Aquarius. This is like being initiated into something else. And I did say like being woke or waking up or seeing something differently. So to me, this Tower, something is going to change the way you're viewing yourself and the world or things around you in a way that is going to kind of turn you in a different direction. I see this Judgment card as you having an epiphany of sorts, or waking up to something that maybe you just couldn't see in the way that you're going to end up seeing it in August. So it just might be kind of mysterious to you, having a change of heart or opinion on something, or a change of mind on something that is maybe you didn't see coming. So I see this awakening, and I did say that there was this Nine of Pentacles here. I don't know why, and I read cards intuitively, so there's like this, to me, this feeling of this Adam and Eve kind of thing, where there's something that you want to pick from, but you might be a little afraid that picking from something is maybe a little bit forbidden, or not necessarily forbidden, but out of your reach. It might feel like something that you are trying to grab at or grasp at or take for yourself in a positive way. You might feel like it's not meant for you, or you might be afraid it's not meant for you, and you might be afraid it's not part of your path or part of your journey in life, but there's something enticing you. And I see this as like being something that you really have to just trust the process and believe that if there's a seed in your heart, in your soul, something that is inspiring you to reach and in faith grab for it, I think that you need to do it, because Aquarius, you are the very deep thinker, and so you might be trying to think yourself out of something this month. You might be trying to overanalyze or over-rationalize what you want for yourself, or what you're thinking about doing or approaching, is why it doesn't make sense. But I think this month for you is all about doing something that doesn't really make sense in your normal kind of way of being and thinking and approaching things. You have the King of Swords in the past, and I see this King of Swords as, to me, is kind of being worn out with the way that you've been viewing things. And so I think this Judgment card and the Tower comes out to say, Aquarius, wake up, snap out of it. There's something that you want, and this is a perfect time for you to go toward that. I see the Eight of Cups here as not walking away from something. This isn't leaving something behind. This is going in a direction towards something that you want. And so it's not something that's close to you. This is a process, a journey, or a bit of a walk for you, something you have to go toward that's going to take some time, but it's not leaving anything behind. To me, I see this as really walking towards something that warms your heart, that gives you a new kind of hope or a vision of something that is positive and fulfilling. So that Eight of Cups is not leaving anything behind. That Eight of Cups is you walking towards something that is very much about what you want for yourself. You have the Emperor here. Okay, the Emperor. This is like the very base of everything here. The Emperor, you might be thinking that, and I say thinking, and I'm going to use the word thinking a few times, so I'm going to try not to wear myself out with that phrase, but you have the Emperor, and the Emperor is very skilled at maneuvering and very skilled at working things around to his advantage, and very thinking things through in a way that if this happens, then this might happen, or if this happens, then this might happen. So they're very skilled at kind of playing things through in different scenarios. And so I think I did say, I feel like you might be trying to outthink yourself. You're trying to think of every single thing that could come up to talk you out of going after what it is you want to be in hot pursuit of. And I feel like this is a hot pursuit. I say that because the Knight of Wands is here in your near future, and this is very passionate. This is very driven, and I think that's the Emperor is trying to hold you back. It's trying to outthink you from going toward what you want, what you're after. So don't let that hold you back. You have the Nine of Swords here. The Nine of Swords is you overcoming that thought process that's holding you back. So don't let that hold you back. Don't let your mind talk you out of something that you know intuitively, because you are an Aquarius, and so you are very intuitive. But don't let your yourself, your mind talk you out of something that is really meant for your heart, meant for your path, meant for you to pursue. So you might be a little bit kind of battling with yourself there. You have the Page of Swords. This is saying, okay, cut it out. Go after what you want. Pursue it. This is different. This is new. This is also probably somebody encouraging you, because this is in your external influences. So somebody is probably encouraging you, or this just could be some kind of spiritual encouragement. But I feel like somebody is really trying to push you in a direction. I think maybe somebody's trying to talk you up into pursuing and being in, I did say, hot pursuit of something that really makes you feel driven, excited inside, alive inside. And so that's where this is coming from. You have the Five of Cups. And this is kind of like, you know, you're afraid of that failure. You're afraid of defeat. And I think that you have to get over that. Because here's the interesting thing. Five of Pentacles is in the outcome. And I think the outcome isn't what happens if you go in pursuit of what you want. I think the Five of Pentacles is the outcome if you don't pursue what you want, what you're after, what you are really kind of, you can't let go. This is something very nagging you. It could be about a job. It could be about, you know, a move. For some of you, this might be actually about moving somewhere different, putting yourself in a different place. I don't know, but this, to me, the Five of Pentacles is the outcome if you don't go in pursuit of what it is that you want. Because I see the Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, they're both here. To me, this is all about disappointment. And I think that if you let that fear of disappointment get a hold of you, you're never going to see the outcome of what you truly want. And so I'm going to use a different deck here, and I'm going to clarify this Five of Pentacles, because I feel like I can't just leave it here like this. But I do see this as, you know, it might be really talking yourself out of this. And I think that's a bad idea. And yeah, the Five of Swords. Very, very interesting. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Five of Swords. If you don't go after what you want, somebody might be laying in wait to take what it is that you really want out of this situation. So you might be dealing with somebody who's kind of eyeing you up or sizing you up on this, because somebody might be there laying in wait, wanting the opportunity that you are going after, or they might be kind of trying to take your ideas or your thoughts on this and put it into their own plan of action. And so I feel like if you don't go in pursuit of what you want, you're going to end up with these fives. It's going to be a lot of disappointment. And, you know, if the Five of Wands came out, I wouldn't be surprised. Three of Pentacles. So you got to work with others. You got to work with yourself. You have to actually, you have to be willing to collaborate and get together with people. So if this is about work or a job, you have to be open to other people, other ideas. You have to be open to things in a way that it doesn't have to always be your way. It doesn't have to be your way of doing things all the time. So I see this as kind of coming out to like work with other people, to trust the process, and to you know, engage with other people. So this Three of Pentacles here to me is saying that if you're very held up in your way of thinking about things without being flexible or having some kind of flexibility, you might actually end up with this Five of Pentacles, this Five of Swords. This opportunity might actually not be around for very long. But I see that this to me is saying that you need to be in pursuit of that. You need to walk toward what it is that you desire so much. Hot pursuit. That's keeps coming through to me. Hot pursuit. It's something you have to take on and be very quick about it. Yep. Why? I think the bigger question here is, you see why. I think there is a possibility of some regret if you don't take action in a reasonable amount of time. And I see that as a possibility of some kind of regret. But who do you got to be? What do you got to be in order to get to where you want to go? Timberwolf. Instinct, guidance. Okay, so this is the intuitive card of, you know, being the alpha, being a leader, trusting the process, trusting your instincts, trusting things as you see them, and not doubting yourself. I do feel like there's this big feeling of a lot of doubt, self-limiting beliefs that you might be fighting with, that's holding you back from being, you know, released or setting yourself free. You need to let yourself go. You need to trust inside what it is that you truly want to do. I think that you know that if you pursue what it is that you're going after, that it's going to be okay. It's going to be good for you. But there's still that very kind of like comfortable feeling of, well, if I don't do anything, I don't have to worry about the failure in things, or I don't have to worry about things not working out. And so you might be willing to sacrifice everything just to know that everything's going to be okay without having any mistakes, upsets, or you know, bumps in the road in your path ahead of you. So the Timberwolf, you know, if you're being called to go towards something in a new direction, do it, because you will be left kind of going, why didn't I pursue this? Why didn't I go after what my heart wanted? Why didn't I take the opportunity to do this? Because you might actually end up seeing somebody enjoying what it is that you wanted in the end when it's all over with. So Aquarius, interesting reading, very kind of intense. I don't know if it, again, I like to keep my readings very zeroed in for a few people, not for a very broad audience. So if this resonates with you, if this makes sense, if you understand and connect with it, please leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you.